Like, Coach, you want to start with an opening statement?
Well, I'm nervous before every game, but I was particularly nervous before this match because I know what a great team Xavier is. I think that they've been playing really well, particularly as of late. And, what a culmination of what we've been working for to get, one of our goals marked off the list to win on our home court against a very good team. And I thought to win it pretty decisively was really fun. And, most everyone getting an opportunity to play is awesome. But really, really proud of this group. They deserve this, of the human beings that they are and the work ethic that they've put in. So really excited about this. We told them they could enjoy it for a couple hours, and then we got to refocus because it's just one of the to-dos on our list, as Bird and I were just talking about, and we got a lot more to accomplish.
Questions?
I guess for the players, given that winning a regular season conference title is, a longer journey, does doing it as accomplishing it mean maybe a little more than the other ones, maybe depending on how luck factors into those?
I mean, I think that all of these, no matter what t-shirts we get, NCAA tournament, I think they're all of our goals are pretty even. So, I mean, it makes it sweet that this would be won the regular season, but as soon as we got that, we're on to our next one, so.
Yeah, like Kirsten said, we have a few hours, and we have a good Butler team on Sunday, so it's time to go for our next goal, I guess.
You're not going to enjoy this at all?
2
We
hours.
get 2 hours.
2 hours,
Yeah.
and then it's bedtime.
Yeah.
First two sets weren't real pretty, and then obviously you just dominated that third when the intermission, if anything.
Well, I thought offensively it wasn't all that pretty, but I thought we really scrambled really well. I said the ugly plays, at halftime we said we're playing really good on the ugly plays, meaning, it's a scrappy play and then we're making good out-of-system swings. I thought we got some good block touches, but I didn't think our offense was really crisp in the first two games. So, I don't think it was anything that was said at halftime. We just kind of got our rhythm going. I think Xavier really started to struggle. You kind of get that point that you can see a team, the look in their eyes that they're struggling some. So, a mix of those two things. But, I was glad to see us work out of maybe not our best offensive performance.
Jess, I guess the senior class that is the third conference title in their 4 years, I guess what kind of example do they set on a daily basis? And I guess when Kirsten talks about them, she says winners a lot, but I guess what do they mean to you?
I mean, our seniors are a phenomenal class, and each one brings something different to the table, which just makes it even better because it just all works together. And they've set such a great example in practice, even off season and everything. So they're a great group, and they are winners. They push through everything in practice and are loud and stuff. It's awesome.
Maggie, the coach talked about the rhythm, and first couple sets started to struggle, and then the third obviously not. Tell me about, from your point of view, what you saw out there.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely had to work into rhythm. It's tough when I don't practice as much as I would like to with the hitters, but third set, we got it back, and there's more games to come, so I'm sure it'll click at some point earlier in the game.
It looks like you guys really took one of their top weapons out of the match, or at least frustrated a little bit the way you were serving to or the way you defended her. I guess how did you think you handled the game plan from that perspective?
Yeah, we knew Bessler was one of their go-to players, and I really think that we followed game plan and took her out of the match, like you said.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that, maybe you're sorry to say just, but.
No, they just looked at me and I was like, oh boy.
I concur. Always go with that.
Was maybe some of that getting them out of system having to do with the serving, do you think? It looked like the serving was really good.
Yeah, our serving was great tonight. Yeah, absolutely. When we talk about out of system, it's, trying to force them to not get that perfect pass. And, I mean, our numbers look great. I mean, we had more service aces than errors, and that's really difficult to do, and that's a great serving night. But I think you're right. I don't think they passed at a high clip. And I thought we passed well in game 1 and game 3 and did not pass well in game 2. And that's, when you talk about those hitting numbers going down, that's usually the biggest indicator. In game 3, we passed in system, so then Maggie's been able to distribute wherever she wants.
As coach, can you kind of expand on what the senior classes, they still have more to go, obviously, I know that, but what they've accomplished so far, in the 3 times in 4 years, and the tournament trips and so on. I know you've said they're winners
You know, I think I lock into them as people more than all of their accomplishments. If Rob will talk about all those things on Sunday, which are phenomenal, and I think they've, you know, each group that we've kind of brought into the program over the last 13 years have taken it, you know, kind of that next step, and I think this class definitely has taken us that next step. They're the ones that have taken us to our first conference championship. You know, not our first NCAA bid, but you know, several of our NCAA bids. So from an on-court perspective, but I think when I will remember this class, I will remember the selflessness of this class, just that they really role modeled team before self. And a lot of them have faced situations where they've had to actually put in, it's easy to say I'm going to be a good teammate no matter what happens, but these guys have actually done it, and they're just nice people, as is our whole team. But I really like them as human beings, and you know, I always think then the next transition when they're done is then you get to be friends with them, and these guys will be great to be friends with. Although I'm getting so old, I don't know whether that's weird or not. But anyway, they're just really wonderful people. But I say that about them, but I could say that about all of our team. I mean, I just think I always tell people I have 3 daughters, and if any of them turn out like any of the 16 women on our team, I will be a great parent because I want them to turn out like any of these guys.
Big East tournament starts 2 weeks from today. That's a long time. 2 matches. Any worries about the let up between now and then? And anything you can do?
Well, I don't think we're worrying about the Big East tournament. We've got a very good Butler team on Friday or on Sunday, and then we go to Georgetown. So we're not even, these guys in particular shouldn't be even thinking Big East tournament. So that's, you know, I think one thing that this team does well, and again, I think this is our leadership, is they understand the importance of every single game. So the consistency of this group, when you look at the championships that we've won, a lot of times you'll see teams play some really good matches, but then they'll let down. And I think this group, really for the past 2 years, has understood the importance of every single match. So we won't look ahead to that, and I think really they won't. I mean, their focus is going to be, we'll talk about Butler tomorrow, and our sole focus will be Butler.
There's been kind of a big picture hanging around this club, given that you guys have kind of how you've raised the bar. I guess the results are going your way now, but do you feel like you're peaking at the time you need to be peaking as far as getting close to around advanced time?
I mean, yeah. We're working hard in practice still, and like some of the kinks that we had at the earlier in the season, we're starting to work out, and we're just bringing the pieces together. So I think we're getting better and better every day at practice.
I'd say, yeah, we're continuing to find rhythm, and just that's all. I don't know. I think we're peaking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Game by game.
Anything else?
Yes, Coach, with your staff has been together for so long, I guess when you first started, when you came and took this program over to now where you have 3 conference titles in 4 years, what does it mean to you and the other coaches on your staff that have kind of put this together?
Well, I always say my best attribute is I can hire great people that know a lot more than I do. So I think that's what I do really well. And you know, I have really been fortunate to surround myself with fantastic people. You know, ask me at the end of the season. I don't, you know, it's not about nostalgia at this point in growth. I get to that point in the season, but I'm not there yet. Like, this is exciting, but I'm still in like, let's go mode. And we'll worry about that sort of stuff as the year goes. But, you know, right now we got more things to get done. That's fair.
Thank you.
Thanks.